G'day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Mum and Dad Show. My name's Isaac Butterfield. This is my beautiful wife and mum. What?
MILF.
What?
I don't know.
The mum of the show,
Thank
Little
you.
Dicky. Hello, sweet cheeks.
Hello, Big Dick. I shouldn't have said that.
No, you can say it. Fuck it. How you doing?
Good, thanks, darling.
Good. It's almost like we haven't spent the entire day together. Listen,
Oh.
this is a big show today.
It is.
All right, it's a big show. We've got a lot to get in.
Big
and we've got
moments.
Big moments, and we've got time constraints. We've got other podcasts coming up after this. We've got things to talk about, so let's
In and
jump
out.
straight into it.
Yep,
Right?
go.
Let's talk about the big subjects first.
Okay.
You're a fan of KFC chips, I hear.
Yes. I've discovered in my 26 years of life,
Yep.
and I've tried many a chip,
Many a chip.
that KFC do the best chips, but they seem to always continually do them good.
Oh, so you're talking
Well,
about a bit
do
of
them well.
bit of consistency here.
Yes. Macca's is either too soggy or just too oily. And then the fish and chip ones are always undercooked. KFC seems to just get it right, and the salting is just to perfection.
Now, I want to tell a story. You've heard this story, but I want
yeah.
to tell it to the people.
Do it.
G'day to all the kids out there. How you doing?
Thanks for listening, kids.
Now, if you've never listened to the show before, we call this is the Mum and Dad Show, so we call you all kids, not in a fucking Prince Andrew way. So, G'day, kids. When I was a younger man, I played football, and I played one game in Cardiff, right? And we decided to go and get fish and chips afterwards. Now, we went to Cardiff Fish and Chip Shop. Shout out.
Oh, dull.
And there was a man there whose entire job whilst we were there was to, in the fryer, flip the chips.
Was that it?
All he did. And they were the
That's
best
great.
chips
What a great job.
that I've ever had. They were perfectly cooked.
Why haven't we been there? Is
I can't take you there
that
because
where you
I'm
take your
worried.
special women, is it?
I'm
You
worried.
and Rosie.
I'm worried
Yeah.
that if we go there, that
Blow
man
out.
won't be there.
Oh, he might have died at his post.
I think he might have died at his post. There may be a tomb of the unknown fry stirrer,
How old was he back then, do you remember?
elderly.
Oh, no.
So he could be gone.
He might have his fish oil every day. He might be all right.
Nah. You spend that much time next to a fryer, you dare to inhale a couple of
Something's bound
chippies
to
yourself.
happen. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so that's we could go there.
Oh. We should. I want to try like a good fish and chip burger. Not a fish and chip burger. I mean like a burger from a fish and chip shop.
Well, hang on, what's your go-to burger? What are you talking about?
Just like a decent Works burger.
Works Burger is the best.
Oh,
Have you tried the Works Burger from up the road?
which one?
Why don't we have that for dinner?
Oh, dull. All right.
We could do
Oh,
that.
from Blue Balls.
Blue Balls.
Oh, what about Barnsley takeaway?
Oh, Dixon with the there's this takeaway shop probably about 20 or 30 minutes away
Guys,
from
you
our
don't
house.
understand. Lordy, you need to listen to this too.
And
I've
Dixon keeps
discovered-
buying shit from there
Oh,
because you're a hungry little lady at the
leave
moment.
me be.
You're a hungry little lady,
I'm a
hungry little
hungry little
caterpillar, hungry little hippo. You're a hungry little hippo. I see you splashing in the bath, just with your head out like a big hippo.
No. They do this beautiful burger.
So I checked the records
Oh, don't worry about it. You tell your story.
on Uber Eats, and there's one fucking $4 burger, and it's cost $48 because it's been delivered from a year away.
I'm keeping Akmal in a job.
Whoa!
His name was Akmal. I'm not being racist.
I know.
He delivers my juice as well.
Yes, we've got to talk about the juice as well.
Yes. He's very nice.
A $6
I
juice
gave him
and
a
it costs-
5% tip as well.
Oh, wow. You
Just once. He was
fucking
really
moneybags.
nice.
Akmal's a nice guy.
Yeah. I think he lives near us, so I'm always trying to be nice.
Yeah, well, good.
But not too nice.
Oh,
Right.
stop being so sexy to all the Uber
Oh,
Eats
can't
drivers.
help it.
Every
Can't
time we
help
get
it.
Indian, you're out on the balcony going,
Woo! For the extra cheesy garlic.
Ooh, bring me my naan, little man.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so chips, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't, mate. We got to get the chips going. We got to get the chips
Yes.
and the fish. The fish and the chips, just the
I need
chips
to
and the
tell them
burgers.
about the burger I had though, because
Oh, sorry.
otherwise I
Yes.
sound heaps autistic.
No,
I have to finish it.
Surely, you don't sound like that. Yeah, go on.
I do.
No, not at all.
So,
Please.
so the burger had bacon and eggs, barbecue sauce and cheese, and some chopped up sausage.
That's right. I had a bite of it and it was burping sausage for the entire day.
That's your problem.
I was on the because I went and trained with Brother Darcy. Mm-hmm. Brother Darcy.
I trained too, and I was all right.
Well, I don't know.
I was on the bike though. You were lifting heavies.
You've got a gut of steel. No, I don't mean you've got a gut. I mean you've got a stomach of steel.
To a point.
I've seen you eat. This is how crazy Claire is.
no.
She'll have a handful of shredded mozzarella cheese.
I do not.
2 jalapenos and a carton of milk.
Up. I do not. You know what that reminds me of, bud?
What?
Fuck your story.
Oi.
I'll come on to this. When I worked at David Jones.
Oh, we know you worked at David.
It's my flex. Guys, I worked in retail. I know. Stay calm.
So when you're on the floor at David Jones.
better than everybody I know.
Yeah, go on, big dick.
Fuck, that was a shit job. Anyway, there was this huge bitch and she worked across on another counter to me.
Give her a name.
Can't remember her name. She
Well,
was
just
a
make it
massive
up.
Bitch. Just call her Megan.
Oh, not a Megan.
Big old Megan. Megan, the meat eater. Anyway.
Megan, the meat murderer.
And she was just a bitch to everybody. Customers, boss, myself, anybody. Just had attitude. And she hated your videos, remember?
She did, and she was so fat. It was hilarious. She hated me. It was great.
We were talking about food, what people were having for lunch.
She looked like a sumo wrestler.
She with bright red hair.
Yeah, she was a fucking full bitch. Anyway.
Horrific. And she bullied the elderly lady at the Chanel counter, so I
Really?
don't like her. She did. She bullied everyone.
There was a lot of bullies in your workplace. Just retail
Especially
people.
when I showed up.
Oh, yeah. Dixon's giving wedgies to all the old ladies in Lomcom.
I cried a lot though.
Oh, no, you
It's a
poor
mean
thing.
place in the makeup industry. Anyway.
Well, no,
so
well, hang on. But a lot of people don't know what you mean. Why is it a mean place in the makeup
because it's
industry?
filled with women and women are mean. I don't give a shit what anyone says. It's true.
That's a great
No
thing.
bloke fucking bothered me. It was all bitches.
That's a great thing about dudes. If a dude doesn't like you, just go, fuck off, mate.
Yeah.
Girls will go this full psychological route
They
of trying
try
to
and
tear you
traumatise
down
ya.
every day
Yeah.
for year upon year upon year. Anyway, Megan, come.
So she would eat out of the fridge.
Mm.
She would eat handfuls of mozzarella cheese and take shredded cheese to work. And she would constantly go around about how the world's fat phobic and how basically she's like the perfect body type and everyone else should just deal. She was literally like a meme.
Yeah.
And I tried to befriend her because I thought, oh, maybe she's just going through some shit.
Yeah.
And then she was just like, oh, I think your boyfriend's fucking horrible. And I was like, oh my God, she's insane. And so
Well, she's probably spot on, to be
we had
honest.
a few differences of opinion.
Because I used to walk in and like...
Fill me up at work. Not really. But you did. You'd come in, especially if I had a bad day, you'd come in and give me a coffee and a smooch.
Yeah, look after
you.
you.
You were so sweet.
I was past tense. Now I'm a pig.
Yeah, no.
And
Big bad Bertha would be looking for you.
she'd give me the stare down.
She was
She'd be staring down like Gollum when he follows her on fucking the Hobbits in Lord of the Rings.
Here. Do you like Jordan Peterson? That's what she was like.
Fuck, I hate people.
Yeah, but the long story short is she ate cheese by the pawful, and that's all she fucking ate, and she was just diabolical.
That's what this episode's called. Diabolical Women
What
by
was
the
the
Makeup
name?
Counter.
I want to shout the bitch out. She made so many people's lives hell.
What can we call the podcast this episode? Diabolical Women.
Diabolical Dave Jones.
Nah. Diabolical Dirty Birds.
She had polycystic ovary syndrome too.
Oh, of course she did.
And she talked about it to everybody. Like, we all don't have problems. I feel for you, but bloody, I would love it. Chanel had just gone through chemo. Let everyone have a little bit of grace.
Yeah. I think polycystic ovaries isn't... Wait, didn't we talk about polycystic ovary syndrome last week? I think PCOS is actually just an acronym for being a huge bitch, and it's a great way to get away with things. No, it is.
That's definitely not what I meant.
It's a great way to get away with just being a horrible person.
I think being on your period is... I've known that even at school, that girls would use it to just make up excuses for them being pieces of shit.
Well, we've spoken about this on the podcast before. Yeah. You have... a week before your monthly flow,
yes,
you have what we call the Great Breakdown.
I do.
The Great Reset.
Yes,
like
the
it's
Great
a week.
Recess.
The Great Recess. It's one day. Like we'll go to the gym or something, and then it'll just hit out of nowhere.
Happens.
Tears start flowing. Handfuls of mozzarella, a couple of jalapenos, carton of milk.
Oh.
And it's for like a couple of hours.
Yeah.
And then something happens.
I come good then.
And you come good.
It's so fucking
And then,
strange.
like a few days later, blued. On like, you could set your watch to it.
Yep.
And because I'm so weird, just like you, I've actually synced up, and I have a breakdown on the same day.
You do.
That's how special we are. Our relationship is that special that we have.
Yes.
Ooh, yes. You know, it's funny. We were filming a Manscaped ad before, one of our great ads. And
Producer Lordy had an erection because Isaac was in the shower. I'm totally joking. He's looking at me.
Big stiffs. And you know,
I did too.
and you know what's funny about it? We're sort of like, oh shit, because it's been a bit of a busy day today. And we're like, fuck, what are we going to talk about on the show today? And I was a bit concerned. I was like, fuck, we don't really
I
have
knew
anything.
what I was going to talk about.
Yeah, you've spent 10 minutes talking about fucking chips. Dixon's on fire. Chip chat.
Listen to every other person's podcast. People just talk absolute dribble. So I thought, nah, fuck it. I'm going to talk about things that actually matter in our life.
What are your thoughts on women's podcasts?
Overrated, most of them.
Really? Why?
I think most podcasts are overrated, not just the women's.
A lot of podcasts are bad.
I don't listen to many podcasts. I don't know how people listen to this, to be honest.
No, that's the name of this podcast. Why do people listen to this?
I don't like
That's
podcasts.
the name of this episode. Why would you bother listening to this?
I just think, like, this, I don't know, there's so many other ways to just zen out, and I think listening to a bunch of fucking, I don't know, I've got PTSD with chicks, but with groups of women, I can't.
Well,
I was bullied in school, and I can't stand listening to them and seeing them just.
I like podcasts personally, and I
like
have for
funny ones.
And I have for a long time.
You love podcasts.
I love podcasts.
You do.
I've been listening to well, really only Joe Rogan's podcast, to be honest.
Yeah, because that's the only good one aside from yours, and this one's okay.
Stop it. No, I've been listening to Rogan's podcast for a long time, but he does have different guests on every week. That's
you
what
have
sort
me,
of
and I'm constantly changing and evolving like a millipede.
ticks in the millipede.
1 week she's fast asleep, the next week she's bouncing off the walls.
Oh, the autism is strong.
Oh dear. Should we talk about the dog detective?
I think that's the next natural
I
progression
want
of this
Morty's
conversation.
reaction to this too.
So Claire, for some reason, decides to spend a lot of her time on Facebook looking at rescue dogs, even though we can't have another dog. And Claire gets emotionally attached to them and then begs me to get one. And I have to be what I call the voice of reason.
What a bitch, right?
No. No, I'm just saying.
Oh.
I'm just saying. So you see this dog that goes missing, right? On, what's it called? At Morisset. Mm-hmm. Beautiful part of the world. I think your mum called it diabolical,
Yeah,
didn't she?
Mum called it a hellhole.
Fair enough.
She's like, nah, that dog's gone. That's a hellhole. So shout out if you're surviving out in Morisset.
And so a dog went missing, a little old dog.
A little old dog. So this is shared by Arthur and Co. Pet Detectives. Yes, there are pet detectives.
So like,
can they find William Tyrrell?
maybe. So what? So like Ace Ventura. You seen Ace Ventura, the Pet Detective with Jim Carrey?
No.
Great movie. You'd love it.
Watch. I love Jim Carrey.
It's all about animals.
Is it
and
Carrey
stuff.
or Carrie?
Carrey.
I've always said Jim Carrey. Oh, fuck.
You fucking
I
loser.
do shit like that all the time.
Yeah.
Fuck. But no, I do like him.
Oh, and what about your license now says Claire Butterfield? Have we told everyone that?
Yeah, that says Claire Butterfield. Anyway, no one cares. Back to my story.
Yeah.
So, I got this alert from this beautiful this dog called Jack. And Jack is a little elderly Jack Russell. He's been missing since the 5th of the 9th this year. And it says, alert to Morisset. Have you seen Jack? With any info, please text 0406
hey. Why are we giving out people's numbers on the podcast?
Because this is who you call if you've seen Jack. Duh.
Should we be giving out numbers on the podcast?
But they're sharing it all over Facebook. Maybe someone's driving home from work.
Fair enough.
Mid-beer and they've gone, oh, fuck, I've seen Jack.
Okay, because it's on social media.
It's on Arthur and Co. Pet Detectives, guys. I'm not just sharing out some lady's number. It says, please call or SMS with any info in regards to Jack.
Okay. I love how even though like I was like, hey, stop. You just powered through. You went, 04.
No, with the dog stuff, I know me shit. Everything else I'm fucked.
Did you mention to the people that
there.
it was blind and deaf?
I'm sweating too. I'm getting to that.
Believe in yourself.
Okay, so Jack is also blind and deaf and needs regular medication.
So he's diabetic, blind, deaf,
it's not going well.
ADHD,
Yes.
Asperger's.
Yes.
What else? He's on
Don't make a joke out
He's
of
on
it.
an NDIS plan.
He said, keep an eye out for rustling, dog barking, howling, crying, and dog fighting in Morisset area. He was last seen.
Keep an eye out for rustling. What do you mean? Keep an eye out for rustling.
Everyone
be ready
funny.
to listen for. Okay, listen. I want this dog found. No doubt.
I don't think you do.
But you know what was hilarious about this?
I'll show the camera. Where am I? This one. Does that show? No,
They're all on. There you go. Yeah, go to the left. There you go.
And you just send me the link and I'll upload it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
that's Jack, guys. Keep an eye out, please.
Now,
Pay some respect.
mind your business.
Mind your business.
So Claire decided to share it, which was lovely, and I didn't. I was going to. I meant to, and I forgot. I'm sorry.
Frenchie would share it.
Yeah, I know. Pig. He's got a new special out, by the way.
Fuck yeah. And
On
it's
YouTube.
for free.
Go
What
and check
fucking
it out.
legend. I
So-
love Frenchie.
He's a fucking dog. So in the comment section, they were like, "Oh, listen, nobody come looking for it."
Yes.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
They're like, "Nobody
Don't
come looking
approach
for him."
I'm approaching him. If
No,
I
no.
find Jack, I'm swaddling him. Straight on the boob. I'm finding him. He's coming home with us.
You're coming home with me.
Have a look at him, darling.
He's beautiful. But
Yeah,
what people
Jack-
were saying
Jack missing in Morissette. Send out the word, everybody.
but what people were saying was don't approach him. Call Arthur and Co. Pet Detectives.
See, I disagree. I didn't get a blanket. And even if you get bitten, you're getting bitten for the right reasons. And you grab that dog and you call those detectives or send me a DM. Butterfield and I will put a little light bulb on top of the car and we'll come find him ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Isaac just put a giant black cock on my screen.
Don't show the camera, Lordy. Obviously, you can't use that
Why not?
because we'll get taken off YouTube. Every time I get Claire's phone, I always look up big black dick.
Oh, look at that one. It's pink at the top.
Ooh, big pink black dick.
That was awful.
I know. I'm sorry.
But yeah, that was my little grievance. I just want everyone to keep an eye out for Jack because it really it hit me. Hit me hard, Keith.
No, I think it's great, Kel, that that Claire calls me Keith, if you didn't know that, and I call her Carouse. Anyway, we're weird. But yeah, no, I think it's important that we find the dog. But I just thought it was weird that they said, no, just call the pet
Because
detectives.
they're the professionals.
Apparently. On the topic of dogs, there's some corgis that need assistance in London at the moment
Send them here too.
because Prince Andrew,
Predator Andrew,
friend of-
allegedly.
well, it is allegedly, but he did settle out of court for $13 million. I thought it £13 million or whatever it
Cool
was.
13 mil.
Yeah, doesn't sound like something you'd do if you're innocent. But anyway,
He sucks so much. How dare he get the corgis?
so he had this young lady who was 16 or something like that and had a photo with her with Jeffrey Epstein, and this girl claimed that Jeffrey Epstein had actually, not hired her, but she'd become a sex slave basically, and she had serviced Jeffrey Epstein's friend, and to quote her, she said, including royalty. Now, does that mean that it's Prince Andrew? Possibly not, or possibly people don't know. It's never come out yet. Maybe it will
Prince
in the
Harry.
future. You reckon it's Prince Harry?
Could be. He likes a headline. Poor Prince Harry.
He likes it. How old are you?
I'm joking.
Oh, he loves a headline, that young red-headed
I'm
boy.
sweating so much in this one. I got fired up over the dog. I'm heaps upset about
I
it.
know. All right, we've got to keep going because we've got to fuck off in a minute. All right.
You have important people on the next one. Get
No, I
Dickie
just wanna
back
get it-
up at the stove.
No, I just want to get it done so we can have dinner.
We're having quiche tonight, some chips and veg for those of you watching at home. What?
Congratulations, everybody. You now know our dinner plans. Claire,
Let
you
everyone
got to
know.
leave some things private.
All right.
I wanted to have a look at for the final part of today's episode.
Mind your business.
I
Yep.
wanted to go and have a bit of a squiz at last week's episode's comment section because I know that some people often throw in a few questions into there.
Fucking do they? Well, they don't on my
Yeah.
Instagram. No, they do. Thank you.
Oh, this is from Jeremiah Kendall. We were talking about Charles and Camilla last week, and she
Yes.
said, "You know what? You love who you love. It wasn't Camilla's fault Charles loved her. That seemed much better suited than Charles and Diana.
What? What?
It wasn't Camilla's fault that Charles was in love with her, and that's why they broke up. Well, but Charles and Diana broke up because Charles was cheating on her with Camilla. But it wasn't Camilla's fault that Charles loved her.
Wasn't it?
Well, it wasn't. It was Charles's.
Wasn't she rooting him the whole time?
Well, yeah, there was that conversation.
Fuck off.
We did go. Well, is that your response
you
to
not
Jeremiah? Fuck off.
You, Jeremiah. Watch The Crown, you prick.
I think Jeremiah's I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. Isaac
neither.
reading. This is from Guitars Rock Forever.
Yes, they do. What's he have to say?
Isaac reading the dirty talk was good.
It was good.
Emma Lee says we're hilarious.
Thank you, Emma.
Nice. Now, hang on. I've got to find something. What the hell was that ruined? Ruined.
What did we get that from?
So someone, C Nasty said, "What the hell was that?" Ruined. I watched it about 6 times and kept laughing. So ruined. We have
ad, isn't it?
we have a lot of in jokes. I guess most people in their relationships have in jokes, but we have
Yes.
probably at least 500.
Yes.
When we used to go to Charlestown Hoyts to go to the movies, we used to go there every weekend. We don't do it anymore because we've got our own fucking house, so we just do our things there.
Yep.
That sounded weird. But when we go there was this ad with Isla Fisher,
That's it. Yes.
and she used to scream in it, "Ruined!"
About something.
about something. It was like a banking ING ad.
Well done.
It was an ING ad. I wonder if I can find it. ING.
It's stuck with us ever since.
Isla Fisher.
I never knew her name was Isla Fisher, but I know who you mean.
Oh, I
when
got
you say
Laggy
it.
Fisher's short story. That's not who
Oh,
I was
dull.
after. How do you spell Isla? Is
So many kids are
ISLA?
called Isla, Ayla, Ivy. All those fucking names. They're just everywhere, aren't they? Nothing wrong with them. Just an observation from Dickie Phil in space.
Hut, I'm just not buying this guy as Dave. Let me try. Thank you. Professional.
For a regular saver like me, indirect is the bank I'd recommend.
Do I sound like that?
Do I sound like that?
No, it's not it, is it?
You save on your terms.
I don't know what it was. But
She
it was
definitely said it though.
anyway, that's where that comes from.
Yeah.
So now you know. Congratulations.
Mind your business.
Mind your business, you fucking little losers. Sorry, I'm just scrolling through the comments here. Dixon, fill in the gaps.
Okay, so if you do see Jack, what have we learned?
Oh, how about this?
We
Didn't
don't-
know there was
oh.
this show was missing something until the doggo popped its head on the table. Whose doggo was that?
That's Bill, producer Lordie's son, and he's beautiful. And his feet smell nice.
Jared Rolls says,
Oh.
"Mum and Dad are in fine form here, so shut the fuck up." Mum and Dad are here, so shut the fuck up. In fine form, Mum.
Oh, dull.
Being a long time Sydney sider, this is from PV032. I only ever heard of Henny Penny mentioned around when we mentioned it in the video, talking about the Knights jerseys. We're talking about Henny Penny last week as a chicken joint, sort of like a poor man's KFC.
It is.
But yeah, it used to be a sponsor on the Knights jerseys back in the
Maybe
day.
they need them back so they can win a few.
Oh, hey, behave. How about this? Now I feel like a chicken and gravy roll. Thanks, guys.
They are delicious.
They are delicious. Oh, what about this? We didn't even mean to say this. This video is brought to you by
Peachy Burrows!
Peachy Burrows.
Please buy my socks!
the best socks that Claire designed them herself,
Please, I
made
did.
in the
Blood,
finest
sweat, and tears.
sweatshops in the world. Please get
Yeah,
onto
please
it.
buy some socks.
Get onto it.
It's making me sad otherwise.
I know, right? My God. Oh, Revenge with an Australian flag said, "Nice haircut, Claire."
Thank you, darling. I like it a bit shorter. It's just a bit easier.
Yeah.
I think I'll grow it a little bit longer,
a
though.
lot of people really like it.
The short hair?
Yeah.
Oh, dull. Well, thank you.
Aussie Crypto said she would know a bit about squatting, I'm guessing.
What does that mean? Is that a dick thing? Squatting on this dick. Is that what he means?
What?
Squatting on this
Well, either that or you got a
He
big
can't, I'm
fat
sitting
ass.
on it. Mind your business. Jesus.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Claire scrolls through the comments like every bloke scrolls through Pornhub.
He'd know.
Fair enough. Isaac, no. We have not the Tampax tapes. We have forgiven him. I don't know if we have. I don't know if we have.
haven't.
I tell you what, though, bit of a shout out
Mm.
to everyone doing it tough at the moment with the fucking mortgage rate rises. There was a story I wanted to talk about it on this, but shout out to you guys. I hope the stress isn't
It's
too.
fucked.
It is
People are
fucked.
going to end up homeless.
It is fucked.
We should talk more about that.
Well, I was
next
going
week.
to on this episode, but
Yeah.
we'll save it for next week. But if you are doing it tough,
Hang in there.
chin up, subscribe to Patreon,
Go to Aldi.
go to Aldi. Aldi's all right.
Bulk buy an Aldi. We go to Aldi sometimes. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I don't know. They are cunts though.
They're the staff are horrific.
Oh, they're the most
They don't
sour
smile,
people
yes.
that have ever lived. They make me
No.
sick.
And they're mean to old people.
They are mean to old
Yeah.
people. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we've aired our grievances. We've minded our business. We've talked shit. We've talked good shit.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for joining us on this Mum and Dad show. Little Dickie,
Yeah.
have you got some inspiring words for the people for the entire next week?
be happy if you can be. If not, adopt a greyhound.
Mm.
And keep an eye out on Gumtree for dogs that are needing homes. And if you see Jack and Morissette, let's try and save him.
But don't go near him.
Don't
Do
go
not
near.
approach. He's armed and dangerous.
Dangerous.
He's killed 14 postmen.
No, he
He's a
hasn't.
part of the fucking House of Dragon. He is a dragon, this boy.
Take care of yourself, kids. We love you. Drive safe. Be kind to yourselves and study hard. I didn't. Bye.
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 Stay hard.
Study hard.
You said stay hard.
I didn't say stay hard.
James, did she say stay hard? Replay that right now. Replay that.
I meant to
Replay it right now.
study hard. I didn't. I meant to say study hard.
You said stay hard.
Well, that too it helps.
Stay hard. And then you said, oh, I didn't. What the fuck does that even mean? You need your afternoon nap, don't you?
I need a nap. Little Dicky's getting upset.
Oh, good grief. All right, good grief. Well, ladies and
Stay
gentlemen.
hard, everybody.
Stay hard. That's
That's
your new slogan.
Stay hard.
Stay hard. Claire Dixon says,
Over
stay
and out.
hard. Over and out. Stay
Nude,
hard.
bye.
Nude, nude, bye.
Stay hard.
I thought that was weird.
I thought I said study hard.